jump down.
I'm not sure,
One,
but
one, two, three,
I've had some people jump off from the other game as well.
four, five.
Um,
Yeah, this is the seventh one, I think.
that's all right. Um, if they accidentally threw themselves off, different story. But I'm not sure. Yeah, as we find ourselves within the belly of a beast, the Exotor unit that was affected in some way and is now becoming part of the land is where you find yourselves in. And in this seems to be a bit of a situation where you guys are standing overhead a bunch of platforms and piping, all leading to different platforms and different levels. Several crystals all about that seem to be glowing with a low kind of ember. And yet, as we're here, we're sort of taking in the area as quiet as it is. There seems to be some clicking or some kind of tapping from very far away. Um, as we begin, may I have perception checks for you guys? I will make some perception checks for the NPCs here. Horrendous numbers. Just grand, just beautiful.
What the hell?
Wow.
I felt that's a match at the end level.
Yeah, that's great. Um, well, I'll ask before much further. Is there a marching order specifically between all of you guys?
I still for this mistake, right?
As I remember, I was the first guy who was going in the platform.
And Kuiko was last.
You were last. Okay.
Yeah.
Then move on where you would move on to. I believe Imandolia was behind you or something. Uh, what you hear, what you notice, along with that clicking or tapping, you're not sure what it is, but there seems to be things headed this way, and it's not from one specific location. They're coming from all around. It's almost like you're being converged on, but it's a bit far away. Some time here could lead to a combat.
Keep,
Uh, so,
keep going.
what we see,
You see a crystal overhead past in the platform ahead of you. That's to the west, right in front of you. We'll mark it. And
Yeah.
that crystal seems to glow a little bit. And then beyond that, you see another one of the platforms in which you were teleported to. But that one is again just a converging one in the platform, so it's just another just to reach away. But you see a crystal here, and then this also seems to be um, a a platform to teleport in as well or teleport out of. You're not sure. It doesn't seem active at all.
I just tell other guys about this crystal and slowly approach it.
Sure, sure. You approach the crystal. It's without consequence. There's no traps or anything.
Be careful over there.
Yeah. Do you wish to do anything with the crystal?
I want to investigate it.
Yeah. What do
The
you what
crystals.
what do you do to it? Like, what do you do with it to investigate?
just concentrate my magic energy, my arcana energy, and just try to look at it, feel its energy, and etc.
Okay. Yeah, but what are you trying to find out about it?
What it is?
What is it?
Yes,
It
its nature, its energy, its function, everything.
it seems to be yeah, it seems to be an energy conductor.
Okay.
It flows power into the specific direction it seems to be. But this one is it looks like a crystal that has melted over its own base, almost like amber would, but it's kind of shaped specifically. It seems erratic and random, but also very constructed. But yeah, it just powers the things around it. Do you touch it at all?
I touch it. Let's make it more interesting.
Okay. If
Oh,
you,
we don't. Okay.
yeah, but upon touching it, the glow grows a little more, and then you see the other crystals. There's one about 20 feet lower than the level you're in, about 50 feet away to the north. West, that one glows a little bit further on, more to the north of that one. That one glows a little bit, but is further away, so you barely see it. And then further up, then the highest tier, there seems to be another glow, and that one seems to be like 150 feet away from where you are. In the level. It's pretty high up there. That one.
Wait, if
So
we get all of those crystals, did we get a tracking device?
I'm not sure. I mean, I that's very meta information that I'd be answering.
No,
I'm
I
not
mean,
sure.
when he touches one crystal, all the other crystals of the same type just grows, right?
Sure, but these are massive crystals bigger than your body.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. You touch them, they all glow. Just a little bit more than they did originally. As you do that, some of the area comes to light more for you guys, being both human. Um, and without dark vision, you see that further down, no, just more around where the base is of the crystals themselves, just seems to be more piping, more of this metal gating that you're walking over. It just seems to be rambunctiously destroyed or scattered, shifted, and cracked in places where it shouldn't be. This looks like a factory that definitely is not in order.
Oh, a factory.
Yeah, just imagine
Wait,
all the fines in the world. Just like, oh, this is bad, that's a fine. Oh, that's bad. OSHA would
are
have
we
a field
inside
day.
a monster right now?
You are inside of a thing. Yes.
So what is this, a mass weapon creation
You don't know what this
monster?
is yet.
So all crystals start glowing
A
on my
bit.
touch.
Just the crystals. All the crystals started glowing as you touch it.
Then okay, I will do such thing. I will send my raven in the sky if it's possible.
Yeah.
Scout area, like I will mark it for you.
Okay, you want to scout the area? Anywhere specifically you sent him?
Area.
All of that? Yeah, just a lot of what I said earlier. If he was to dip all the way down, because you seem to be pretty high up where you are now. You're not at the highest level, but um, generally, if you were to send your Raven down, they you would see a bunch of scattered papers on the ground level where you didn't have access to prior. to seeing all this. You didn't see any of this prior to this. Um, and in there, the papers are devoid of any kind of ink. They're faded. They're old. They seem to be scattered about. There seems to be a lot of texts that have shriveled in their own right. They aren't held together anymore that well, and it just seems like a floor plan in which details and summaries of business would occur, and with tables, chairs scattered about, and it's just empty. It's just a lot of empty. It's just a bunch of scattered stuff all around.
I
Just
feel like this was a meeting room before it turned into a master.
you don't know. You could make
What
that
do you
assumption.
think? Octavian, what do you think?
Frankly speaking, I don't even know what to do because we have glowing crystals. There is nothing in the area, and okay, I will try to send my raven on the lower or higher levels if possible.
Okay. If he goes to the higher levels, how far is your sight with your raven?
I think it's like 100 feet,
Yeah.
130 feet.
Yeah. So past 100 feet, you lose connection, and they'd reach up there. Is the thing.
Okay, then Kuiko is going to take out the pillar
Mm-hmm.
and flip it out and just follow the raven.
Follow the raven. Okay. Go where the raven would have gone, please.
Where the raven is.
You're flying up to. I'm assuming probably like around here for raven, right?
Okay, then I'll be over there.
I'm guessing. Octavian, does does that make sense? Around that area, around the glow that you noticed earlier.
Actually, stop. So around the globe, I noticed different being.
What? No. I'm asking. If this is the direction that the raven would have gone.
Yeah, I marked it area.
Okay. So yeah. When you arrive there, it's kind of the same thing. All over again. For Kuiko, she sees again a platform and she slams. It's the same exact thing. They are stable from what you can tell, but being up there as high as you are here, within this kind of dome-ish area that you're within, is very dark. Besides the amber glow and any light that you guys are carrying, by the way. Um, so if you didn't have that focal point, you wouldn't have a direction to fly towards, and reaching it is it's simply the same exact thing. Do you touch the amber stone?
There's another amber stone.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
another huge pillar of rock there that's again embedded into a metal pedestal.
I put my hand on it.
Yeah, and it glows just as well, a little brighter now that your hand is touching it. But as you both come in contact with two of the amber spots, I'll do a little bit of tweaking on this end here. I'll just add a drawing of a thing. So here and here you see that the platforms sort of like activates, just and then there's noise just flying off of it. You see a light just beaming off of this.
Is it where the Octavian is?
Yeah, it's on both ends. Where next to the pillar you're at, the stone that you're at, and the one that Octavian is at. Both of them have activated.
Kuiko is going to shout down, "Hey, a door open there!" open up here. Did anything happen down there?
That wasn't meant to be. Ignore that.
So, do you think those strings are activated like some kind of tutorial?
No, the portal itself or the pedestal itself has activated. There's some light flying off of it. It looks like there's wind pushing off of it, but that could just be magical in essence. Actually, you do know that is magical in essence with that perception check.
Can I look through the door?
It isn't a door. It's just a platform that has light flying off of it.
Wait, there's another platform reaching out.
Yeah, it's just one activated that seemed inert.
Huh.
It's right there where I'm marked. One there, and the other here.
Okay, then instead of Ganesha, there's another teleport thingy up here.
Yep. Do you guys go to it? Ignore it.
I approach this.
You approach it?
This portal to inspect it.
Yeah, as soon as you approach it, you're swiped away to somewhere else. Kuiko,
Octavian,
what do you do?
you there? Octavian is still waiting for Octavian's response. He didn't say anything.
He left. I'm taking the portal too, says Emandolia. Digger follows, and so does Verbal. He's like, oh, I can't fly, so I'm following the other guys. They also go. What do you do, Kuiko?
I go through the portal nearest to me there.
Okay. You guys end up in a dark room. Did you guys have any sources of light with you?
Dancing lights.
I have dancing lights.
Okay. Do you recast them here?
If I'm in the darkness, then I cast the dancing lights.
Rand. The moment you cast the dancing lights, you see that you're pretty much in a crowded room. Some sort of some sort of like underground bunker type of feel. And as you're in here, there seems to be a chest to your right. There are certain bucklers hanging on the wall there, and next to that buckler specifically is a very massive cylinder type thing, and at the end of it seems to be just a bit. It is making like squishy noises, but it seems to be like a 3-fingered or 3-toothed entity that is at the end of this cylinder, which has a trigger, and it's just going.
Wait.
And it's just moving in its place. It's not shaking or doing anything invasive. It's just in place, hanging part of this armory.
What is that?
Do you pick it up?
No, wait, how big is it?
It's decently sized. It isn't light, for sure. You need 2 hands to carry it. But it's a pretty decently sized thing.
Wait, can you describe it again, please?
Sure. It's like a 2x4 massive cylinder rod with a handle and a trigger, and at the end of the barrel there is a writhing 3-fingered or 3-toothed thing. It just has 2 on the top, like tentacles, like spiky tentacles. Imagine a spider if also had a third mandible at the bottom that would latch on to something. It looks disgusting. It looks like a biohazard. As this metal gun looks clean, it does happen to have a mass of goop and flesh connected to it.
I try to pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up. You have it in your hand. It seems alien to you. You have no idea how to use this thing. But yeah, got it in your hand.
I turn to everyone else. What is this? She pulls it out.
You will check. Yeah, that looks like an 18. Imandolia, he says, that seems to be an age-old weapon from the 4-bit conscript. They're a celestial body that's connected to our system.
Wait, what system?
The system we're in, the one we share with Uwan, with everybody else.
Which system? There's like the fashion system and the planet system. Which system?
The solar system.
So it's port, okay.
Yes, not for this. This is older than the 300 system alliance. I'll tell you now. This thing is thousands of years old. I've never seen it physically myself, but I can recognize that thing. You should be careful. It could lead to problems if fired incorrectly. Just like most weaponry. Yeah.
Fired incorrectly, and Kuiko is gonna accidentally fire it.
You're gonna press the button?
Yeah, it's like accidentally.
No, that doesn't happen. Yeah. You can't accidentally fire it. You don't know how to use it. You don't know what to do with it. You're just like, okay. Even though there's a trigger there, you're just like, okay. Like even if you accidentally did press that trigger, nothing would happen.
I hold it up for Octavian. Do you know how to state it?
I just investigate it, try to understand its mechanism. Full die roll for the investigation check.
Make a history check with disadvantage for this thing.
With this disadvantage, okay?
Yes.
History check.
Yes, please.
14.
Yes. So you do recognize it as well as a 4-bit conscript weaponry. You're not specifically sure of what age or where it came from, but the designs are clearly from Draconic or Lizard folk before their war, of course.
So I just share this information.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just put this in safekeeping for now. Oh wait, the shadow box is not working. I'll just put it in the bag again.
You would have gotten a message that the shadow box is now working.
What the hell? Why did it break before? What the hell happened?
Something had happened. You're not sure what had happened, but something did occur that affected the shadow box. But by this point, it is already cleared. You would have gotten the message before you got here, to be honest with you. Like on your travel here, would have been the thing. But you know you could only put one item away there, right?
I have no items in there.
Then there you go. You put away this big, heavy, clunky thing in there. Boom.
Now it won't cause any problems.
Yeah. He'll probably jump back on. Hopefully. But as you as you are searching about to look at all this stuff, you do see about 5 different bucklers hanging around as well. Each one of them have very intricate color design. They have like this blue and green type of color, and are shaped very differently for bucklers. They're very odd, and they're all connected to the wall. And then there's a bit of this. What do you call it? It's a chest. Yeah, you guys are in this room. Do you guys do anything else other than that? Do you guys wish to get out? There is a door, a hatch that seems to be overhead, so you can exit.
What's a buckler, by the way?
A buckler is like a small shield that it grants 1 AC you'd put on your hand, but the point is that it wouldn't affect your 2-hand weaponry. So if you did have a bow, it wouldn't affect you. If you had 2-handed swords, it wouldn't affect you. You'd grant 1 AC with 1 buckler.
Can I take it?
Yeah, you pick it up, and you actually notice that it has a bit of a mechanism to it, a bit of a hook, and a wire that seems to be tied to it. As intricate as it seems, it's also fragile.
Oh. Wait, it's a shield and it's fragile?
It is a fragile shield that has a grappling hook on it, yes.
What? Wait.
There's a grappling...
Can I finally accidentally this time?
Yes, this one you could... do you let go of the shield or do you hold on to it?
I let go of the shield.
The shield flies 20 foot to the wall and is stuck to the wall currently.
I just laugh and look at the situation with a smile.
That's scared me.
Yeah.
I go over and try to take it off.
Yeah, it comes off easy. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll try it off. Like put on my hand and see how well it fits.
It fits. Imandolia grabs one. He's like, "This is interesting. I'm gonna hold on to this." He actually puts it on and takes off the metal ball that's floating around him.
What?
He had a metal ball floating around him, the same as Octavian, to boost his armor class, but it moves so slow for Imandolia that it barely does anything.
Wait, is it a magical item?
It is a magical item.
No, I mean the buckler. Sorry.
The buckler, no. Sorry, and neither is the ball.
Great, that's even better.
Yeah.
Hey,
there's 3 bucklers left.
Do you want one?
Yeah.
I wave one over to Octavian, waving their hand. Kuiko waving the hand that she has the buckler on.
Digger definitely takes one. He's like, "This is cool." There are 2 left.
Octavian.
So I just stand there and watch the situation and try to try to understand and feel energy of those magical equipment.
I mean, you already took the thing, and you're inside of this room, this dark room. You're not here anymore. This is just up here. You are somewhere, and there are bucklers there. Do you take the bucklers? Is what I'm asking specifically.
Kuiko waves one at you. Do you take one?
Why not? I will take one.
Okay. You put it in your inventory. You technically can't wear it to cast spells.
Can you repeat the last one?
I said, do you put it away? You technically cannot wear it if you wish to cast spells.
I'm not going to wear it. I just put it away.
Yeah, sounds good. There's 1 buckler left. Does anyone do anything with it?
I'll put it in my bag for safekeeping.
Okay. And there's a chest also to the right of you, and then the door again is overhead, a little bit angled to the left, to the east of where you are. Not that you can tell where you are. But that may be an exit.
I approach definitely this exit and try to leave the train.
You try to leave.
Why not? I try to. Actually, before entering the door, I just check it for my own safety.
You check the door.
I'll help with that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Checking with it. It is open. It's not locked. It does lift, and pushing on it exposes you. To be honest, to the same exact spot that you were in earlier. It just turns out that you guys were in the base of some massive ship that seems to be connected in this area. As you kind of step out, just like right here. You guys can see that, huh?
Who is making all those errors? Hey, right.
So, as I understand, we are in the same place again.
No, you guys are here.
We
Okay.
were in the same place. That was a bunker at first. Wait, can we long message there?
So we are in some kind of the ship.
Yeah. You guys just step out and you see the area that you guys were all in and some kind of a vessel. It is disheveled. Moss grows over it. It's rusted in places, but
How tall is this?
they're
Like, how high up is it?
it's on the ground. It is laid on the ground. It's the first time you see an airship that is not floating.
That wasn't here before.
Well, you didn't see it before. It was pretty much covered by a building.
Should we don't check it? Oh, you're already again.
Yeah, you're in it. You could probably go to like the higher levels. It doesn't seem accessible from where you are. You might need to make an investigation check to find a way in.
Okay, I have spike roll still.
What you can do is spike roll.
I blow open the entire doorway.
With spike rolls?
Honestly, that's kind of stupid.
I don't know how that would do that though. I'm confused. What is happening, Danny?
We are trying to get in the ship.
You want to get in the ship? Make an investigation check. Unless you had a different plan for something.
Okay, I will make it. Just give it a few minutes.
Take your time. Anybody trying to get into the ship?
14.
14. Yeah. Doesn't seem like there's a way into this place. You might have to tear a way into it because you cannot locate the door to it. It is covered by moss. The metal seems to blend with the erosion, and the ozone that has ripped it apart has shifted its detail to be different than what it was originally.
Okay, let's break into a ship.
Yeah. I mean, you could make your investigation check, Danny. You might just have to beat it one by one more. So close to find the door.
Can I help Iman and Dolia for that?
You want to help Iman Dolia? Iman Dolia's not interested in that. He's looking at his buckler. He's like, it's fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. With Octavian, the two of you eventually do locate something that isn't a door, but it is an entryway in. There was a bit of a less than opaque window, just less than opaque. But as you peek through it and realize that there is a handle to it. You lift it, and yeah, you have access into it. The moment that swings open, it stinks in there, but it isn't horrible enough for you to probably cover your mouths or cover your faces, and then check about a bit. Do you guys do so?
Yes, I will do so. Why not? So I just try to scout the surroundings and understand better the structure of this place.
Yeah, yeah. So could
Yep.
you both roll me d20s, please? Just a flat
Oh God, is this
d20.
another radiation?
No, 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 no.
Okay, this is bad. This is very bad.
You don't even know what the
This
d20
is not
is.
just that, it's almost
Um.
catastrophic.
So, Kuiko, you find three whole platinum pieces.
Oh,
Jamal,
that's
you
three on the
find
go.
three whole gold pieces. They're laying about, from what you can tell. You guys also find about 12 copper pieces each. So do put that in your inventories.
12?
12
You mean
copper
that we
each.
found money?
There's gold
Yes.
about in here, yes. Other than that,
You
it's
found
completely empty.
The thing is that I have already had 15 gold points, gold coins.
Okay, well, Adam.
Wait, how much gold do you have before adding the three?
15.
Wait, you haven't got a single gold for the past like 2 months. The underworld is
Mm.
poor as hell.
Yes, it is rich with silver, though. Clearly.
That's rich.
So I have 3 additional gold coins and how many silver?
You have 12 copper. There's no silver here. The conscript does not have silver.
Yes, we can't create silver here without the gold.
Yeah. As you guys are navigating about and searching in this place, it is becoming clear that this may have been a massive vessel that is destroyed now. And this ship you're in might be connected to it because as everything you're looking around, all the symbols, all the imagery, it's pointing to that forbid conscripting, and it's very relative to what you notice outside as well. But as you're here, you do see lines of light flowing from this area, sort of that go to the center of the room, and those lights are very similar to the bit of water that wades outside. That water that seemed like there was magic coming out of it. Now it's clear now that there's lines of cables that were under it, and your passive investigations are big enough for you guys to know and understand that. Oh, there's a this is powering something else. This is powering something specific, and this is just outside.
Did we try and cut it?
You want to cut it?
Wait, if it powers this creature,
No, don't touch it. No, don't touch it. I'm not ready for such kind of risk.
I was just asking if they were going to cut it.
I
Maybe.
was just kidding. There's no way to go away.
Okay.
It
So
would
what do
have
you
been
guys
funny
do?
though.
Repeat that.
It would have been funny though.
It would have been hilarious. I was like, yes, ruin the whole campaign right here. How are you
Oh
guys
my
gonna
God.
How are you guys gonna get out of
Wait,
this
what?
one? I don't know, but I want to see what happens. Regardless, what do you guys do then?
I investigated it to try and see where it connects to. Like, there's cables, right?
Yeah. Following it is easy. It goes outside, goes under the bit of a lake that's there, a bit of a pool, the pond that has been created over time outside, and then it wraps around to this very area to be right here.
So can you repeat the last one because I was very preoccupied, Serial?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. It's the cables that go under the pond that's here, the that create this ethereal light. It goes to this bit of a platform here that Kuiko and Furball seem to be on top of. Do you get on the platform, Danny? Does Kuiko get on the platform?
Yes, I go with them.
If the cable is on there, then yes, he would just go follow the cable.
Yeah, same exact deal. As soon as you touch it, you're whisked away with a magical force. There's light that pulls your body and sort of deconstructs you and constructs you somewhere else, presumably.
Rico doesn't expect before disappearing.
Everyone else will follow. And Octavian, you said you follow, right?
Yeah.
Grand. I'm gonna copy these tokens because I don't think they're on the other side. Okay. Um, Similar to where you've been, only in this aspect, it seems claustrophobic. You are located within the cylinder itself, within a shape that doesn't feel comfortable for your type of entities. And as you progress, the dripping noise of water and the constant echoing of footsteps and every single noise that is made is disturbing just enough, but might be something you could get past. And yet, as you find yourselves here, there seems to be a hallway of piping, copper all around, and as you are again within a location that you can't fully understand, there seems to be one path forward, but then several after the fact. What do you guys do as you arrive to this cylinder, this silver spot here that I have specifically marked? And for some reason, my tokens don't want to come up.
Just follow the path, I think,
Oh, there they
because
are.
there is no other choice.
Yeah.
Is it like dead quiet, like no sound at all?
Other than the sound of what you guys make and everything you guys are making is amplified as you're walking in this copper pipe that you're inside of this thing. You could tell that you're inside of a cylinder. You're inside of a pipe. It feels kind of odd. You feel what Mario would feel if they made a pipe adventure, I guess.
One minute.
It does feel claustrophobic. It does feel tight in here.
Can I just, so as I understand, it's not, it's a little bit dark, yes.
But I'm sorry.
As I understand, it's dark here, yes, because
Yeah.
I want to cast the light.
Yeah, yeah. You cast it and as soon as you came in, I presumed you would have cast it.
Yes, yes,
It does
yes.
it deal with darkness that I think about it. Before appearing, you had no way of lighting up the dark.
Yeah. Imandolia also does not have dark vision. But you can tell that the digger does. He has optical uh changes to his body. He's done stuff physically to his retinas. So, and it's clear that there's like images like in front of his face. He looks like he has a HUD.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you guys do as you are teleported here?
Let's look around.
I just go forward and investigate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Forward, there seems to be several avenues forward. One to the left, two forward in front of you, you could either take that route to the south, effectively. There's a route that well, both the routes to the east, I mean, sorry, to the west, they actually land at the same spot, which seems to be a massive door, a wheel door that has a bit of an image. The image I'll explain as um, it it looks to be an interconnected piece in which there are 8 slats that seem to fit in place next or around each other. And as slidable as they all seem to have a different image. One has an image of a sun, one has an image of like a half a circle, one has an image of a branch. The other one has the image of like what looks to be some kind of green topiary nonsense. Another one is just fully
Wait.
green.
Say that all close again. I feel like this is lore. I need to understand.
I am just telling you what you're seeing. This is not lore. It is a door, a massive circular door that again has these slats that apparently, with your passive insights, would need to be fixed proper before continuing forward.
Huh?
Welcome to a puzzle room.
Okay, let's start from the top. What is in here?
So you have the very top left one is a branch, just a branch pointing to the left.
Okay.
To the one next to that, it seems to be. It looks like a bit of branches, like the tip of the branch, if it's just the leaves part. That's what it looks like, just cornered to the bottom right.
Right.
On the one next to that, the very top right one, that one has brown etchings, and then an empty, just void of color. And while everything here is painted in some way, when I say void of color, I mean it's just like the gray of the door. It's just brown lines, and then it curves a little bit, kind of like a half moon, and then that goes to the regular stone color. On the next level, the one to the left, farthest left, that one has just a massive sun. It has rays of light as well on the sun. In the center one, the middle square, that one seems to be what looks like the top of a tree. Well, no, I'll say the side of a tree.
Wait, this is prophecy.
From
oh my god.
From the top.
This is a prophecy.
Maybe.
Oh my god.
The one next to that one looks like the top of the tree. The one at the bottom left, that one looks like the one at the top right, but opposite direction. The empty space is to the left, and then the brown and the lines are to the right instead of that one. The center bottom one is empty, and then the bottom right one, that one is completely green.
Wait, do you have like a raw text for me to read?
I don't have text. No.
Is this a prophecy?
Make an insight check.
Me too, or only just Kuiko?
You could make an intelligence check.
Like half of it, to be honest.
Okay,
I have a theory already. I have a theory on how to practice.
This is familiar to you, Kuiko. This is not at all very different from the color and the movement, the shape, even the stance. If connected properly, this just looks like Ayela's body. This just looks like the tree in which you saw the queen in. It just isn't fixed yet. Jemal, you can't make heads or tails of this.
It's literally a puzzle, like a literal puzzle piece, isn't it?
It is literally a puzzle.
Okay, let's try.
What did you say to me about? So I understand that my intelligence check has failed because it's
Not failed. You just can't understand it yet. So
because you haven't met the queen yet, so you don't know.
you just don't have a reference to back on it. That's it. And while you're seeing Kuiko's eyes light up with like recognition, like she's like, whoa, this is just like the city. This is just like in I don't know. Maybe is Kuiko even saying anything? She maybe it's just her expression.
It's just her expression.
See, it's just her expression. So her face is just lighting up, like she's recognizing something, and it's something that you can't make heads or tails of. It's not that Octavian has failed. It's more that you just don't recognize it. But yeah. What do you guys do?
Can we pick out the picture and rearrange?
You wanna pull one out? Yeah. As soon as you grab one to take it out, it just kind of is a bit of a heavy thing. You can only carry one at a time.
Oh God.
But what do you do with it? Do you put it in the empty space?
Put it in the correct space, like the tree branch goes on top and the ground goes on bottom.
So you essentially just try to make a tree. That's what you're telling me.
Yes.
Grand. Sure. As you sort of navigate with everybody to lift about, and Octavian, I'm sure you're helping with the slats as well, so that it could fit into a certain point. The moment these slats start being moved, Octavian, you start to see the picture connecting. You start to realize what Kuiko's creating. And it's like, oh, okay. And then you start grabbing another slat, and helping her put it in the correct ones. And in no time, you guys actually just fix this thing up. And as soon as it kind of cracks in half, it kind of has a split. The far right side moving up, while the left side slightly shifts down. With this split, it's just, and then the doors seem to separate in a circular manner. It seems to flow open, but as that happens, you guys see materializing in place, right as that door is, a massive metal thing, just dust of this gray flying out from the air. The ozone itself just, and a massive entity arrives right in front of you guys. And let's roll initiative.
Okay.
okay.
How many spell slots do you think you can?
Yeah, you guys open this door, and a big thing appears.
By the way, what does he look like?
What does what?
What does this entity look like?
The robot thing. It's a tripedal box looking thing that seems to have shoulders for its legs, and there's this huge bit of a flat head, and it has about 3 different lights running down on the right side of it, and then a massive hole in the center. And that hole there's like this air hissing out of it, and this loud noise, and it's just bah, bah, while it shoots at you guys.
Oh, should we roll dexterity save or constitution?
No, we're rolling initiative. You guys aren't surprised. It does not have a surprise round. It's just going to be regular initiative.
Okay, I have 11. Kuiko has 12.
And
Grand.
I don't need to roll verbal, right?
Why wouldn't Furball roll?
Okay. Then
Oh
fine.
no no
Verbal
they're
roll.
with you. What am I talking about?
Yeah. For
No good. I'm glad they're
for
with you then.
Eagle.
Oh man, every time with this marker, I need to get a marker that makes less noise. What initiative orders are we
Wait.
looking at? 11, okay.
If this campaign is ever over, can we look at your notes?
My book will be available. You want the campaign notes? You'll be disappointed.
No, like the notes you're writing right now for the campaign.
It's all in my head. 90% of it, like literally, like I can't write all this crap
What are you
down.
using the marker for?
The initiative?
Oh,
That's it.
this is 120.
Listen. Roll20 is complicated, and I don't want to deal with their initiative tracker. What was it? Yesterday, I was telling McLean that the initiative tracker itself was so annoying. Every time I tried to use it, it would add numbers. I'm like, no, I need to know what number they were originally, not adding numbers to them. What is this nonsense?
You can delete it by just clicking on the icon.
I mean, maybe. This is bad. They actually. Oh, they actually don't get to go first. They got last. With their very horrible decks. So yeah, as we start, actually the allies do get to go first. But I'm gonna say Digger was hanging back as all this was happening, and Imandolia is up. So do put yourselves where you think you would be in front of that door, because everybody would have been in front of that door.
Is that a hole or is that a wall?
That's between the piping,
So it's a wall.
so it's non-existent.
It's a wall.
Yeah.
So I can't even see the boss unless I'm over here.
What you mean? Everybody was helping out with the door. Everybody get in front. Get nice and personal. Bugging me out. I'm not gonna lie. Do you guys want to see it?
Oh god, that thing. I think there's like an edit for that. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, it's hidden now. It's like double hidden. Yeah, see? Get out of here. You don't belong here.
Ririsu is rolling a nat 1 on his technology check.
What are you talking about? I meant to do that. I needed it out of the way. It was in my GM screen, and that was annoying me. Regardless. That's gonna be for a different campaign, so that'll be fun for them. So yeah, allies got to go first. So actually, Imandolia pops off some shots, and then I'm gonna have Digger run up. But Kuiko, what do you do?
Yeah, well, okay. Well, I transform my condor into a bow, and then aim for his legs. Is that like a? Wait, is that a Star Wars?
Wait, hold on. Everybody was next to the door. You want to be next to the door?
I was always here the entire time.
While you're moving the slates? No, I don't believe so. Everybody was helping. I think.
Okay, then I'll be here.
Everybody.
Like, put it on the last piece.
I'm putting everybody there. Even Imandolia was there, and he took disadvantage for the attack. Like Furball could even be there if you wish Furball to be there, but
no,
he wasn't, so he has to run, and that's as far as he gets.
You know what would be very useful right now?
Actually, he only needs line of sight, so as soon as he's there, he's gonna do his thing. So yeah, what do you do then? Are you gonna disengage? Daddy?
Do you ask me?
No, I'm
Because,
asking Danny, but I don't hear them. Hello. Okay.
I can't stab people with an arrow. That's the thing.
You can't.
and it's in a pipe, so it's claustrophobic, no fire.
Yes. I see two of you, two different versions of you. Are you next to the thing or not?
I'm next to the thing.
Oh, okay. On my GM screen, for some reason,
I'm
you're
next
not.
to this thing.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. They go last anyways. So and then Ima Andolia, he took his shots in front of this thing. So it doesn't matter. He missed twice.
Okay, I'm going to run back over to here for 30 minutes. Next to Digger,
Sure.
or like on top of Digger.
Are you
I'll
gonna
just put it here
disengage?
No, I'm
Or
not gonna disengage.
you're just gonna? Okay. You're gonna risk an
I'm
attack of
taking this
opportunity. Got it. Okay.
Yes,
Grand. What else do you do?
it doesn't do anything.
No.
And Kuiko is gonna spin around and aim for his legs or whatever.
Shoot at it.
Legs, so
Yes.
I 20 and a 21.
They hit.
Does 3 damage work on a construct? I don't think so, right?
Not on this one.
19 damage.
Okay. Oh, for some reason he's not
Oh, wait,
on
I
my.
forgot to cast the doors. And that's my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, it is Octavian. Octavian, what do you do as this thing is being struck at by some arrows that embed itself into it?
So think is that he's fully metal, and therefore I'm using shocking grasp with advantage.
Yeah. That's
And
right.
I got 25.
That'll hit.
And I also roll damage. It's 12.
12 lightning.
Yes, lightning
Gotcha.
damage.
Gotcha. I'll put that on there. He's taking some damage
Extra
from everybody around. And is there anything else that you want to do for your turn?
Nothing more because that's all yes.
All right. It is their turn. They are a machine. They're gonna. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d6 to figure something out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Twice for you. Ooh, Kuiko it is. I mean, chances were against you, Kuiko. You did strike it first. So it's gonna strike you now. It's going to shoot. Da-da-da-da. So yeah, it's a deck save DC 12. Or take full damage for Kuiko.
Okay, I guess I'm the only one.
Yeah,
No, okay.
it chooses a target. It has to choose a target.
12.
Yes.
Oh my god, it does as much damage as a crane devil. +7. Okay.
So you save the
I think
DC.
that,
You don't lose your movement, but you still take
Half damage.
yes,
5 damage.
6 damage.
What is that attack? Noisy.
It's a noisy. It's like dong 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 dong. It's like shooting at you.
It's a DJ block.
No, it's a gun. It's like a Gatling firing weaponry. It's not a DJ. I was trying to make the noise of what it would sound like inside this pipe. God damn it. The allies get to go. As Digger sees that you're being struck, he kind of just jumps in front of you to block a bit, although his AC is less. And then he's going to go for his attacks, which are just real quick here. Oh, I didn't realize how annoying that was going to be. Let me do this way then. So yeah, it'll just be this. It'll be this guy's attacks. And that's he fucked up his gun. Crap. He's pissed. And he goes for a strike with his sword, and then strikes that. So grand. Besides that, Kuiko, what do you do as I look for Digger's shots that I found immediately?
Kuiko tries her best to not cover her ears from this noisy thing.
Yeah.
And shoot an extra 2 shots, and this time aiming for his weapons.
And this time what?
Aiming for his weapons, but it's just a
Okay.
play phrase.
Yes.
19 to hit.
Yes, that'll hit. All those hit.
16 damage.
Another 16? Oh, this thing is bloody. Ripped apart as a bunch of bullets and lights of ray fly off of Prishka. Wow, I said Prishka. Off of Ima Andolia from Prishka's gun as he tries to affect this thing, but being close range to it, not realizing that this thing doesn't have a reaction. He kind of jams up the weapon and is not firing anymore, it seems. And he just goes for a strike. And Octavian, what do you do?
Of course, I get the shocking grasp because I don't have fireballs anymore.
Yeah.
So that's 16 hit.
16 is not enough to hit him. No, 16 is a miss.
Okay.
As they're massive, you probably just touched a spot that had more cabling than anything that was rubberized comparably to the metal.
Okay,
that
then that's the end of my turn.
Okay, it is their turn. They again randomly rolling. Oop, that's you, Octavian. So you got to make a dex save as well for this thing as it shoots another noisy thing at you.
Dexterity save. Okay.
It is a dexterity save, DC 12. Yes.
Wait a minute. Oh, 21.
Yeah, you get right out of the way. You take some damage regardless, but that'll only be 8 points of damage. And you don't lose your movement. You don't lose any of your movement.
Nice.
Is there anything else for this guy? Nope, it's over for them. So they probably won't survive past this round. But just in case, Imandolia is not happy. And he's gonna go crazy. He's gonna go 1, and then a 2.
Is it me or does Ima Antonia has a obsession with this gun?
Why are there so many attacks for him? What the heck happened? He was meant to attack twice only. So that's 1 hit and then 1 miss. Yeah, his gun. You start to realize, Kuiko, that he doesn't have to reload his gun.
What?
Yeah. The ray gun that he's been using, he's never reloaded it. You've seen him reload the other gun that was robbed from him, but this gun that he has currently, the last weapon that he has, that's a firearm, that he's never reloaded it. Regardless, it's your turn.
I guess I'll aim for his legs again.
Kill it.
Or maybe I missed both. 19.
19 hits.
And 13 damage, max damage.
Hey, you killed it. By 3 damage, you hit the leg. And Octavian, how you finish it? You do another, I don't know, shocking grasp cantrip? Or is that a spell slot?
I think shocking grasp is such a spell slot.
Okay, yeah, so you probably won't do that. Cast a cantrip while Imandolia slashes about, and a couple of the specter shots fly off of. Nah, actually, he wouldn't shoot because he actually has to make more ammunition if that. So he Digger actually doesn't shoot. But yeah, you guys defeated this thing. It's dead now. And you see the bodies
Is
sort
that-
of falling away onto itself. It's sort of pooling into its own body, just this metal residue. But you guys could walk over it just fine. It seems. But yeah, combat's over.
I definitely return to the gates.
Yeah, you were there already. You guys opened the door, and then the door seemed to become this thing somehow. Sort of.
Become this thing is a running gag. This thing.
I think that we should enter in this gate.
Agree.
Oh yeah, I guess you guys would see more, huh? Let's do the revealing.
Let's do the magic.
All right. I just hid more. What? Let's try again. Try again. What is going on? Yeah. So further on, you guys notice that there seems to be a sliding door of a sort about. But it seems that this one doesn't have a locking mechanism or puzzle in front of it. So it seems just capable to just walk over easily. Easy. Do you guys go to the door?
Yes, I definitely enter in the gate.
Yeah.
To the door. And what do I see? No, actually, maybe because we all go.
Yeah. I mean, this is what you see. You see another door. But this is a sliding door. It doesn't have a puzzle or anything in the way of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, what do you guys do? As Imandolia is kind of
That's a gate.
distracted, he's kind of just messing around with his weapon. He's currently
Purple.
doing something to it. Hey, Furball didn't do anything last round, huh? Last game, huh?
Guess he was just
He was tired, huh? Yeah. Yeah, Imandolia just kind of walked up to the door, didn't go to it, and then he just stood there as he's looking at you guys while he's messing with his ray gun thing.
I just walk past him and continue to go forward.
Yeah.
Kuiko will stay behind and ask Iman and Dodia what happened.
What happened about what?
I mean, he just didn't reload his gun. It's odd.
Do you ask about the gun?
I asked about why he didn't reload the gun.
Okay. So what do you ask then? Verbatim. I want to hear what you ask Imandolia himself.
Why do you seem so out of it? Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Why?
Well, I mean, when we were signing that thing just earlier, did you not have any ammo left, or
But yeah, I mean, I have ammo for my other gun. I had like a couple shots left, but not many. But I'm not making any more because obviously, if I don't have it, I'm not gonna waste my time with it. But this thing doesn't take ammo. It recharges over time.
I'm just an idiot. It's a well gun. Of course, it uses energy.
No, I mean, So some do take batteries and other functional pieces that could affect it, but this one, when Prishkra gave it to me, when he offered it to me before we changed it to fit me, so it could be used other than his people, it kept its original power of seeping from the air, the light particles around. It just seems to recharge regardless underground or not, which is odd because I have another thing that is supposed to be recharged at dawn and it still hasn't recharged, so that's confusing to me. But that's a magical item and may be connected to the star for all I know. I don't know.
I see. Well, I'm just glad that you're okay, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just trying to fix. I fucked up the gun. I don't like. Look, the triggers. I jammed it up, man. Like, look, and even I got a scar right here on my finger too. It's pretty messed up, but I'll get over it. I just need to get this thing working before our next encounter. Octavian, as they're talking in this, do you reach up to the sliding door? Do you slide it? Do you go through it? Do you wait for them to finish their
Yes.
conversation? Yeah, you go through.
Yes.
Yeah. So you slide the door. It slides. It seems to slide both sides of the door open. So as actually you slide that side, on the opposite end, a second door slides open, and that door itself slides on the opposite side of this one, while this one opens to the left. The one further up is opening to the right. But again, you see more of the area around that you can access. It just seems to be more of this. And the moment you pass through that, there's a klaxon alarm of some sort. Like, and you see from the very roof, these two cylinders open up. And two of those meatballs you guys saw earlier in your encounter here kind of just float down and then fly off to attack you guys. So let's roll initiative again as you guys walked through this area with sensors. Or should we just keep the initiative from before?
Nice.
Let's roll again because
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
keep that
sure.
19. Let's keep that 19, right? Let's
Yes.
do it.
Yes, yeah, no problem.
I love it. Let's do it.
Absolutely understand.
Grand. Again, it isn't a surprise. This was obvious. I'm gonna keep their initiative as theirs, the NPCs, because why not? But I will roll for these guys, and they beat Kuiko, which is what I wanted to hear.
What?
They just beat you in initiative. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't beat Kuiko up or anything like that. It was just,
Yeah.
not yet. That is right.
Actually, do I see their location? The location with those new enemies?
Wait, who? Whose location?
New enemies.
Yes,
I
they
guess,
they kind of it made a bit of a noise as it opened, but yeah, you noticed them come out from there. Yeah.
Can you pin the location all over us?
Sure. Once I get them out, I'll do it.
When did this become a dungeon? I think of that.
When does it become a what? A dungeon
A
crawl?
dungeon crawl.
Oh, the moment you touched the underworld, it was a dungeon crawl. It was a dungeon
The
crawl
moment I saw it.
forever. So yeah. So they're all just pop up from there. You just pass through that point, and they kind of pop up right where you just were, Octavian, and they drop down and they're still floating in air because they don't touch the ground really, and they just fly out in different directions. One is going to you, one is going to Imandolia apparently. But Octavian, you get to act first before they get to move.
So I use a Thunder Wave of the second level on both of them.
Okay. Can you reach both of them?
Yes, because it's 15-15 cube, and I will just...
If it's 15, then yes, you are well within it.
Yes, I will even and I max the zone, and now I will roll the 3d8.
Please. And they
And
require...
it is Constitution saving throw, by the way.
What save DC?
Constitution saving throw.
Sure, what's the difficulty class?
15.
15.
So I will check it, because I don't remember exactly.
Okay. Let me know. They rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
Yes, it's 15, and they fail.
All right.
They take damage and are knocked out for like 10 feet.
They're knocked back 10 feet? Okay. Gotcha. I'm gonna do them on this other side.
Imandolia.
Right into Imandolia. Perfect for him. Grand.
Did he finally use the sword? What happened if he uses the sword to stab you?
The what?
Never mind, just wait for. Never mind.
What sword? I'm trying to figure out what sword you're talking about. Like Imandolia sword?
No, I mean the golden sword. Yeah.
Oh, he has a golden sword, huh? Dang it.
Yeah.
I was using the wrong one this entire time. Thanks for reminding me. Another 15 damage on this one as well. Boom, boom. It seems like these things are already bloodied as they're struck with this thunder wave, both of them, and they both get knocked back. But it is their turn, and as you cast a spell, they both turn around for you. One gets an attack of opportunity from Imandolia, hopefully quickly, but I do know the modifier. That is enough. So actually, as that thing flies up over to you, base damage would be enough to kill it. Let me roll it though. I will roll, I believe. Yes, so it is destroyed as this thing. They both fly over to you, Octavian, as you cast a spell, seemingly drawn to magic. And as both of them reach you, one of them kind of just flops to the ground, crashing. But the other one does get a chance to attack, and they're going to with a thing that looks like a nasty purple whip. Does 14 hit?
And they fail because I have 15.
So
And they roll 14.
So it swipes, and you kind of just move your foot to dodge out of the way, and the orb that you have, it just assists with blocking as fast as it moves. It gets in the way of them, and just as so, blocking you. As the allies go, so Imandolia immediately, he's gonna use an attack action to try to fix his gun. And then he runs. So shit, didn't work.
Exactly what he thought, right?
And then he goes for
Did it work?
one attack. He might steal the kill. No, he misses. He's just like, ah! It's the end of his turn. Kuiko, what do you do?
I just pull out my bow again and shoot it right through the center.
It's bloodied.
And
Kill
it's
it. Yeah, one of those two hits hit it, and it's pretty much dead.
Oh no.
You hit it twice. Clunk, clunk. How do you destroy this thing?
Having the arrow struck right past his center core.
You almost hit Imandolia, but your shots are so good, just like the movie Wanted, the best movie in the world. It curves around the body of the Dragonborn. And that's all. destroys this thing, and combat is over as you guys notice that the alarm noise, the deafening noise that you guys should have technically had disadvantage this entire time about during this combat, but let's get past that because it stops as everything falls to a lull again.
You okay over there? Oh, Kuiko says that to Octavian and Inkarnate.
Okay, I was going to ask, to whom do you ask that? Octavian, do you have an answer to, are you okay there?
I'm okay pretty much. But the thing is that they were a little bit strange because they were drawn to me by their magic. And after the moment I used it.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not because you attacked them first?
No,
the
it
thing
was
is
running
that,
to me. It was running to me, and then it turned around, and I got to kill it. And I was like, nice, but creepy.
The thing is that Imandori also attacked them, but despite it, they still returned to me because of my magical energy and abilities, I think.
You're talking to someone who is standing with literal magical energy.
But you didn't cast magic.
In a way, it's fine. It's such a tiny.
But I am a magic spellcaster, so.
Yeah, that's fair.
And because of my abilities of spellcasting and the fact that I cast on them some spells, they came to me. Not Imandori and not Kuiko, but it is strange, you know?
Good thing. Wait, if they have magic sense, maybe we could have done it to make a magic sense one or something. It would be fun.
As you say that,
This is exactly what Kurami would think of.
as you say that, and having a sibling who does deal with stuff like that, do you scavenge these things?
Right.
I
you
do.
can take out my arrows that I think about it.
Yeah, you scavenge it. Octavian, you want to scavenge one?
Yes.
Oh, both of you want to
I
scavenge
want
them.
to investigate.
Okay, hold on.
What?
I know Kuiko's gonna scavenge. What do you want to do, Octavian, with this thing? You may as
I
well.
want to investigate.
What do you like to
I
find
want
out?
to do both.
What do
So
you?
I would like to find out to whom do they belong, what kind of symbol do they have, and I also will scavenge them.
Okay, so for the purposes of scavenging, may I have?
Battlehead.
I'm sorry.
No, continue.
Yes. May I have a nature check?
Hey, if that what?
7.
Oh my god! I destroyed the entire thing on accident, didn't I?
Sure. Could you roll me a d6, Danny?
Pretty.
You both take 3 points of poison damage, sifting your hands through this thing. As you guys sort of realize that this is a cybernetic entity, if not was a humanoid of some sort, but they've been changed and converted enough times that they no longer resemble that. And that's from the investigation check, Jemal. But both of you, as you try to scavenge some parts from this thing, it's kind of sprays out and shoots out in response to being touched and affected such a way. You generally would need a dagger of some sort to kind of get to places, and as you did that, the liquid within it did not appreciate that. So please do take 3 points of poison damage each. As you do both Octavian and Kuiko.
So I will have to take 3 points of damage.
3 points of poison damage only, yes.
Wait, I just realized I have 20 AC now.
With a buckler, probably.
Yep, exactly 20.
Well, you can have a buckler and a shield, by the way.
It's not a shield. It's on my back.
Yeah, you can't have both on.
So it does absolutely nothing
Can't
except as a
stack.
graphic.
Does not stack.
Thank you for reminding me.
You could just remove that shield and get the hook, but then you lose your luck.
I don't have the high rise.
You don't need it.
Wait, can I
anymore.
just like use it as a graphic hook? Like just a
No, it has to be on you. You gotta have it on.
So it's a reroll per day or a buckler?
It's just a
I
buckler.
should have rerolled what just happened.
You may. No, it's too late.
It's fine. It's
Regardless, as you guys deal with all this, and you guys get weird eyes from both Digger and Ima and Dolia. Digger, for some reason, did not participate in the other fight as well, and neither did Furbo again. But
I was taking the arrow.
yeah, but you guys do see another one of these doors. Again, same exact thing, and it has a bit of a wheel, but this design is different. It seems more simplified, as they only seem to have two colors. Most of it, the entirety of it, is in two colors. It is a very white ivory and a very dark black. And as you look at all of the symbols, they're indiscernible in shape. They might lead to something eventually, but it just seems to be like circles or moons or shapes, weird S's. And then they're usually split black and white. There's a dot. That's a black dot on a white background, surrounded by like some black surrounding, and then empty concrete color. But it's really up to you guys what you do here. Do you guys wish to figure it out using brain power? Do you take your time and fix with the slats that will eventually lead to answer key given numbers? There are only 8 slats, so only so many positions that it can fit in.
So basically, there's like 8 slots.
There's 9 slots, but 8 different slats.
And each slat is...
They're all sort of different. So do you want me to like specifically tell you what each slat looks like the last time? This one doesn't really require it. This one's more ambiguous. This one's more like it's harder to tell what the image is. The other one I was clear about because what it was. This one, you guys may make investigation. History checks to see what it's about, or you could try to decipher its positioning, or you could give me another avenue, or what have you. Depends on what you want to do.
I will do history check.
I will also try history check.
Go for them. Yes.
Try history check.
Yeah.
4.
24.
Nice.
Yeah. So, well, last time you couldn't tell what you couldn't tell what the door was what the puzzle was gonna lead to until a couple slots were in the right position. Octavian, this time you walk up to it and you can already tell straight off the bat. You say that's a yin yang sign.
Wait, why yin yang?
You don't know. It's just a yin yang sign. He points it out. He's like, "That's a yin yang sign," and Octavian already starts fixing it with you, Kuiko, and you guys solve the puzzle. But prior to putting that last slat in, do you guys do or prepare or say or anything?
No.
Be ready for the fight. And I will definitely need a long rest soon.
In here.
You would take a long rest in here. Do you put the slat in there after that statement though, or do you wait?
Just, put it off. Wait here, and Kuiko puts it on.
Wait, you put the slat on?
Okay, yes. So let's just fix it.
Okay, so yeah, the moment you put the slat on, again, same exact deal. The area sort of falls apart. What I mean the door falls apart in place as the puzzle is solved, and in its position comes again another entity of robotic persuasion that reveals themselves in place, sort of affixed from the air, as if nano, yeah, as if just a whole bunch of nanobites have created it from nothing, and it becomes true. And what do you guys do? Knowing that fully well that an entity, something was gonna arise from this door, from the opening of it, I will allow an attack action for everybody if you guys wish.
Kuiko turns around as if Kuiko
It
turns
is a
around.
robotic persuasion which will persuade us to die, so I'm using Shocking Grasp.
Go ahead.
Okay.
What do you do, Kuiko?
Kuiko turns around, completely expecting it to appear,
Yeah,
and just stab it.
20, is 21 enough?
21's enough. Yeah,
9.
nine.
Nice.
Great.
And Kuiko is just gonna stab it twice with a +1 dagger.
+1 dagger.
I want my eyes fixed so bad. Where the hell did it go?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, a 12 and a 12.
Those are misses.
That's nice. Very nice. Guess she was looking at Octavian when she stabbed those.
Okay. Okay. Would he have been able to fix the gun by then? No, the gun isn't fixed. He's not happy. Imandol just rushing. Imandol is so upset. He's gonna attack this thing. I'll just roll d6s. So that's a miss. That's a miss. So forget it. He's not gonna go for another strike.
19 damage.
Does Furball
And
hit?
it
Yes,
individual
Furball does hit. 19 damage? Jeesh.
Wait, no, 13 damage, 19 hits.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That's very
And
different.
strength check.
All
How
right.
can a construct function?
Okay. I'm keeping the same initiative as last time. Octavian, you get to act first in this initiative. That shouldn't last long.
Then I'm again, of course, using the Shocking Grasp.
Go for it.
Estimated.
Is Shocking Grasp a cantrip?
Yes.
That is amazing.
That is a reason.
A 16 misses.
Oh, okay. Then that's all.
Okay. Is there anything else?
No.
Right. So after that, is the allies again. Digger is here this time. Hopefully. I mean, he's missing literally. It's hilarious. But besides that, Digger is gonna shoot. And a miss. One hit. And a miss. Great. Digger! With your hair trigger M4 rifle that is low on ammunition probably by this point. And you only do 9 damage. Grand. This thing isn't bloodied yet. Kuiko, it's your turn. You get to actually go. Go.
Hey, I stab it.
Stab, stab.
I stab it twice at its legs.
You try,
Wait, how
at least.
tall is it?
It's a pretty big thing. It's like as big as the door, and this door is like a 15-footer.
Oh wait, I don't get archery style. I'm stupid.
Why have you been adding it to it?
Wait, I have advantage on the initiative rolls.
Oops.
Okay, it wasn't their turn, right?
They already had their
They
turn.
haven't gone their turn yet.
Yes, they
right?
have. They were second.
Okay, I could have done that turn deal that last. Okay, I hit them twice with my dagger.
Okay.
And that one and a 12.
Yeah, you're just missing.
I got a 1 and a 4.
What does it look like you missing?
Kuiko tries to stab it, but tilts through forward and trips over a rock.
Okay. Octavian, it's your go already. As everybody's trying to hit this thing, and nobody is really doing anything but you and Digger. Oh, and Furball.
22.
That's enough to hit. Yep, that'll hit for sure.
And 4 damage.
Nice.
I'll just put Furball there. 21 damage.
21 hit, you mean?
21 to hit 9 damage.
Keep giving me the to hit damage. I'm like, that sounds like a lot of damage for a wolf.
No, I couldn't do that.
So it's 4 lightning damage on there. Okay, grand. And then I have how much for Furball? That monster? I almost started killing Furball.
What? No.
Attacking me with advantage? What is this nonsense? This is the boss's turn. The boss is gonna aim his gun. Did he even get a chance to go? I don't even... Pretty sure I ignored the bosses to go. It's okay.
If it did, then I get a nat 20.
Bull crap. Did you get a nat 25? Forgot for him to just make his thing. Who does he aim at? He's aiming at Furball.
No.
He does aim at Furball. DC 12, please.
11. No, 11.
11 is not enough. And he takes 5.
Wait, does he get... Come on, he has the advantage on saving.
No, he doesn't get an advantage on dexterity saving throws. He does take 5 damage, and he loses 10 foot of his movement until his next full heal.
No.
But besides that, is the allies go. So they'll just shoot again. Obviously. I don't like doing this thing here. How about now? Wait, no, he's gonna use no, he's just gonna strike. He's just gonna be like, okay. Stab, stab. That's a miss. That's a hit. Okay. +5. And then that's it. Yeah, that poison sword is useless against this machine. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. But Kuiko, it is your go again. As everyone's trying to kill this thing and nobody can for some reason.
Kuiko stands back up from falling to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
With her teeth and slash it at his leg again.
Go for it.
I swear to God. 20.
20 is enough. 20 is more than enough. 7 damage. Great. It's bloodied.
And that's my turn.
But this thing is not destroyed.
Furball. Oh.
Octavian. Oh, Furball.
Furball. 19 to hit, 9 damage. Furball is doing more damage than I do.
14 doesn't hit.
Shocking grasp
Oh, wait,
again.
19? 19 does hit, though. How is Furball doing the most damage out of everybody?
22.
22 hits. Kill it with your final damage. Roll high. Enough! More than enough!
Hey.
You slaughter this thing. You burn it into residue and ash as the other one was left pooling. This thing is sort of just scattered about. And so disfigured that there is no pool that it can create to sort of recover or return to whatever this thing was going to become. Yes, but you guys destroy it. Excellent job. And it is out of your way now, so I will move it as well. And you guys see as you push on ahead, the rest of this area continues.
least I got a hit. That's good enough for me.
But there are two avenues to take, it seems.
Okay, time to split the party.
To the left and to the right, there is a fork in the road.
Yeah, Octavian are going that fast.
No, I mean, you could get up there.
No, I mean in character.
I'm sorry, what?
I just walk fast forward. I just walk forward fast without looking, without stopping actually.
So you go to the left or to the right? Let me rephrase that. Do you take
Left.
the route north or south?
North.
North. Grand. Okay. Kuiko, you follow?
I follow.
Follow. I love it. Grand. Wonderful. A room comes to you in the form of just an open area. It seems that there are computers about, all of them shut down. But what's specifically there and centered is another portal of a sort. This one very refined, very different. It seems to be relatively to what you guys know in port and overhead. Sometimes even in spaceships, there are these mechanisms, these lifts or elevators. They act as that at least, but they just transport you levels upwards or lower, depending. But they don't function any more than that. They are very rudimentary compared to most other teleportation devices or magics, and they're just the poor man's version of teleportation. But
So what are the side effects?
well, they function still in the right of taking people up and down in levels that may be hidden, or you want to keep hidden, or are just available to the public and nobody cares about their knowledge. It's either or. Always.
So I have few questions. First of all, as I understand that those computers don't work, yes?
They seem non-functioning currently.
In theory, if I use shocking grasp to them, to give them some kind of the energy source from my magic, will they start working?
I think they just fry the entire system.
In theory, if something had energy bay or something that had the capacity to absorb that ability, yes, pure lightning ability, pure lightning shocking grasp power can power something of a battery. Touching one of these computers, though, you think you'll do the same exact thing what you did to the machine outside. Rip it apart and make it non-functional.
Okay, so I enter this room and try to turn on computers and try to find some kind of battery or the generator.
Sure. Well, there isn't a battery or generator here specifically. Make a history check for the computers to try to see if you can get them on.
History check.
Yes.
All right.
I'm tempted
And it is
to
a
give
show
you
one.
disadvantage, but
It's 13.
13 is good. And you do find a computer that has limited power. As you're reading it, the light is actually fading as you're reading it. But you do find several things. You find a note speaking of the takeover of the planet Ayala. There's a
no.
note following that one that says, find your way out. And then on the last note, the third final note, and these are just quick notes that were sent out to, from what you're seeing, over to the entirety of whatever this ship is, because what it turns out to be that you're on top of a ship of some sort that is no longer functioning, of course, but within its guts, you're interacting with its pieces, the several teleportation nodes that you've touched and already took grasp of. They have all notes of this 4-bit ship that you're in, this 4-bit conscript ship that you're in. And 4-bit itself is a planet that is adjacent to Ayala, to port.
Wait,
Um,
wait, important stuff. What's the 4 points?
what?
A 4 point, a planet costs 4 points.
Yes,
By the way, who is Ayala?
Ayala is the goddess of this planet. She's
Wait,
essentially
what is
the one
what is the location?
who tried to prevent the lizard folk takeover. I'm sorry, Danny. What'd you say?
4 points is a planet next to point.
4-bit.
4 bit.
4-bit. Yes.
Yara is not a city, but an entire goddess.
Ayala is the goddess. Yes, from what you know.
It starts with an A or an I.
An A. Ayala.
Is she good or is she evil?
You're not sure.
Yes, I've been trying to figure that out myself.
From what you guys know, from what you all are aware, is Ayala was the name of the planet before it was port. It became port after thousands of years under the control of Adasor, and as Adasor fell, port was slowly returned to the folk that lived there, and in that, they made the revival faction, which is the ebullient revival of elven existence that is off the dome. And they are the collective essentially that help protect people that escape the underworld when they can escape the underworld. They
Like
either
a rival group.
put them in hiding and protect them from the people that they would seek asylum from, whether they're underworld people or overworld people. And regardless to all facts, Ayala, to practice their religion, the elven people have become, how do you say, paranoid? Yes, they would be paranoid enough to not tell anyone that they follow Ayala unless amongst trusted people. And what you're seeing.
Group is,
Go ahead.
the revival group is the people who would try and help and release people from the underworld if given the chance, right?
They're the ones that when they find out that someone has escaped the underworld, they're usually the first ones contacted, or they're usually the ones that assist the people after the fact. Like if it's obvious, like, oh, this person's from the overworld,
Right,
from the
thank
underworld. Let's go help them out.
That's the
I'm sorry, I'm not hearing you. I don't know.
is there actually 300 system?
There are 297 systems in the 300 system alliance today.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait, is the revival group in the alliance?
Is which one?
The revival group.
They technically are still within the alliance, yes, because they live in port. They are within the alliance.
Alright, that's all I know.
Yes. Part of the notes, the last note that you're reading, Octavian, is, and I need to get the, there it is. So yes, you have right there that it says Protocol 22, 25, and 29 have been crossed off. They're written there. Then they have the bar as if crossed off, and then under is just an indiscernible language, and the text continues forevermore.
Can I try and read it? Maybe it's like written in Elvish.
It's numbers and letters and a bunch of other script that it combined makes no sense. There's no cohesion to it.
Where are you? Come here.
Actually, I may have this one cool finger name comprehend the languages,
Hey,
but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you may try to cast it, but this does not seem like a language. I'll give you that with your insight.
I just have it still, but
it's a programming language.
I'll just take it in my pocket.
It's part of the screen. It's
The
part of the
computer?
computer. The computers are on the wall. Can't take them.
The computer?
You
Okay.
you can take there's the bit it's kind of like a triangle, like a pyramid that you've been moving around so that you can access the whole thing, kind of like a cursor or a point in the screen.
It's a mouse.
It's literally the mouse.
Nice.
You can take the mouse from the computer if you want.
Why take the mouse from the computer that you can't take?
It's wireless, it seems.
Wait, is this a laptop?
No. No. It's just
Wait,
more.
is that pyramid shape?
The only thing there of note is the blue, and that's literally the blue here, and that's literally the platform in which the teleporter is. That's it.
No, I mean the mouse. Is the mouse a pyramid shape?
Yeah, it is.
Just very broad. That is a key.
It is a bit of a pyramid shape. It is not a key.
Is there a key?
No, it is literally a mouse. It's a little fat pyramid, and it's not that big. It is not wand shaped.
It's a pointy mouse.
It just has the shape of a pyramid, but it wraps around the hand fine, and the point never touches you. But yeah, what do you guys do? Do you guys spend time here resting? Do you spend an hour?
Yeah.
Do you spend
Can we
8
do a long
hours
rest,
here?
please? Can we do a long rest?
You're asking me or them? I'm not sure.
I am
We should
asking.
rest. We should rest. I think this place is safe enough. Kuiko looks around the room.
We definitely need a long rest, so I'm going to sleep. I don't care.
Ima Andolia is gonna say, I don't wish to be here inside of this living machine for that long. I say we should figure out what we gotta figure out and get out of here. If
Come on. Yes, I understand you, but thing is that my magical abilities are already drained, and I cannot use all those powers to protect us.
Please just try and keep it by speed. It should be fine. If you want, I can stand guard.
I guess if there isn't another way through, other than waiting, we're waiting.
Well, you.
And Imandolia, he sits down, and then he's gonna fix his gun.
Finally.
And I go and sleep immediately. Like,
Oh my gosh, he fixes it in the first one.
Finally.
He's just like, oh shit, there we go. He doesn't need a long rest anymore.
Okay, I am asleep.
Kuiko is just gonna sit there and stand watch with Imandolia. I'm only 8 HP off. It's not like that's 25% my HP.
As you guys are within the room, within the pipes in this area, it's still it's very cold here. First of all, so it's a bit uncomfortable in that regard. But besides that, the noise is daunting to you because it sounds like they're skittering, rushing over to you, but that could just probably be critters around and about. But there's also this ominous drip of water that seems inconsistent and random in location, but then also just always present, regardless. If you guys wish to take a rest, I need several D100 rolls.
Kuiko is gonna stay awake.
I'll say now, there's a 10% chance you guys aren't interrupted each hour
Oh,
on the
yeah.
hour.
Each hour as well.
Yeah.
That's like a 0.001% chance to sleep.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we're gonna have Octavian rest, he cannot be part of a combat within the time.
It's fine. You okay with that, Jemal?
Can you repeat the last one because
You need your fireballs.
If you're to take a long rest, hold on. If you're to take a long rest, you would have to ignore extraneous activity for those 8 hours in which you're taking a long rest. But in this area that you're in, this volatile place that you're stuck within, you can guarantee that you'll have a combat almost every hour till your long rest is done. I just want to make sure that you're aware of
Nothing
this.
too bad. It's only 8 combat. Nothing too bad.
There's a
We've
chance
done that before.
of it. It's possible that you guys roll so well. There's a 90% chance there's an enemy coming, but that 10%, you guys ride it so high, and you walk away with your long rest, easy peasy. But in this area, it is.
Okay. Let's not risk time. Let's continue. By okay, I will try to be out fireballs. So let's.
Well,
it's
hold
fine.
on, because it's still possible to take a long rest. I just want to make sure that you're aware of the situation.
No, I don't want to long rest anymore. But let's move to the safe place, please.
Okay. Would a short rest?
Kuiko is gonna look at you dumbfounded.
Would
After all that, you have tried to convince everyone to do a long rest. You just give up.
And we are going to ask. I'm going to ask on the behalf of party when there will be a dessert level up for us, Mister DM.
level up. You could get a level up if you escape the underworld. There's a level up if you destroy a massive water demon flying cylinder thing, that a whirlpool thing.
And if we escape underworld,
Mhm.
we will level up, I believe it's 1 level or 2.
One level.
Wow.
One level up.
Don't obsess over level.
You
will never get it.
you'll
If you keep looking at
probably
it, it will keep going away.
you'll probably level up once before that. I can sort of see. I feel it.
You'll be surprised at how many side quests we're doing.
But are you guys gonna take a short rest, or are you guys are just gonna move on?
Let's move on, please.
Okay.
Honestly, a short rest sounds tempting.
So the only way through seems to be this portal.
Okay, let's take the teleporter then.
You will take the teleporter then.
What, do I touch it or do I step on it?
No, I'm just
Kuiko
saying.
tries to touch it.
Okay. Hold on though. Right? And in the teleporter.
It takes up where we came from.
No. In the teleporter, you sort of it's a bit of an alarming scene, as what you recognize to be a bunch of those drone Gaiax units that effectively would get something done proper for the entity themselves
Oh my god.
throughout their city. They seem in this state corrupted, ripped apart, and to a degree different in all regard. Oh, what happened? There you go. But as you guys sort of are teleported into the space where you guys are actually within a device, a machine, and on that machine is on the track. And I'll just blatantly say it: you guys are on a train. You guys are on a train right where this very thing is, right where this very one is at. But the fact of the matter is that as you guys enter, this thing falls in place in front of you guys. There seems to be controls that move the mechanism, and then there's also a weapon of a sort. What do you guys do as you're transported into this? And in fact, we'll probably just leave that to next game because I'll have a token for the machine itself. But Ima Andolia looks like he's reaching for the controls, seeing that there's a whole group of enemies all around, and they slowly turn to you guys. And as they turn, lasers start flying out towards you. As you guys have cover within this machine, is there? You guys are within the helm of this train, and Ima Andolia has currently pushed this control forward, and he's moving the machine, slowly moving, but it's moving. This is where we'll pick up next game, and we'll figure out how we go from here. How's that?
Okay, so we suddenly teleported onto a train.
I think that some kind of divine entity may save us because save us from them.
You don't need a divine entity. You have a train, and Ima Andolia driving it, and maybe someone will grab the gun and start shooting it. Who knows? But there is a gun there, so maybe somebody wants to grab it. Get those fireballs ready, huh?
I don't have spell slots. What do you mean by fireballs?
You brought it out. You grabbed it. All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for playing. This was fun. Very railroady to a degree, I will say, as we look at this railroad. But I will say that you guys do still have the option and the agency to at any point say, you know what, I don't want to be on this train. I walk off and go the opposite direction of which way is headed, and I'm gonna be like, okay, that is a path for sure. In this open world, that is a path, and I welcome it. It'd be a chase at that point, but different story. Again, thank you. But everyone do have a good one.